The story of Mahabharat begins with the Adi Parv, which serves as the introduction to this great epic. It lays the foundation by describing the lineage, the kings, and the events that lead to the Great War. In ancient times, there was a powerful king named Yayati who had two wives, Devyani and Samistha. From them came the Yadu and Puru dynasties. In this lineage was born King Bharata, after whom this land came to be known as Bharata, India. In Bharata's lineage came King Hastin, who founded Hastinapur, and later King Kuru, from whom the Kaurav dynasty emerged, and the land of Kurukshetra became famous. In this same lineage was King Santanu. One day, while walking by the banks of the river Ganga, he saw a divine and beautiful woman. She was goddess Ganga herself. Enchanted by her beauty, Santanu wished to marry her. Ganga agreed, but on one strict condition, that the king would never question her actions or interfere in anything she did. Blinded by love, Santanu accepted, and they were married. After marriage, they had 8 sons. However, to the king's horror, Ganga drowned each of the first 7 sons immediately after birth. Bound by his promise, Santanu remained silent. But when the 8th child was born, he could no longer restrain himself and stopped her. Ganga then revealed the truth. The children were actually the 8 Vasus, cursed to be born on earth. She had liberated the first 7, but the 8th had to live a full life. Saying this, she took the child away with her. Ganga raised the child in the celestial realms, where he received education from great sages and divine beings. He mastered the Vedas, warfare, and statecraft. After about 18 years, Ganga returned the radiant young man to Santanu. This child was Devrata, who was soon crowned as the crown prince. Some time later, King Santanu, while wandering in the forest, lost in memories of Ganga, saw a beautiful maiden, Satyavati, the daughter of a fisherman. He wished to marry her, but her father set a condition that only Satyavati's son would inherit the throne. Bound by duty, Santanu returned sorrowfully. When Devarath learned of this, he went to Satyavati's father and promised that he would never claim the throne. Still, doubts remained about his future children. To remove all doubts, Devrat took a terrible vow. He vowed lifelong celibacy and pledged to serve the throne of Hastinapur forever. The gods themselves were astonished by this vow, and from that day he became to be known as Bhishma. Satyavati and Santanu had two sons, Chitrangada and Vichitravir. Chitrangada, the elder son, was a brave and powerful king. After Santanu's death, he ascended the throne. His fame spread far and wide, but fate had other plans. One day, a celestial Gandharv named Chitrangada challenged him, unwilling to share his name and glory. A fierce battle followed that lasted many days. Eventually, the Gandharv defeated and killed King Chitrangada. After his death, the throne passed to his younger brother Vichitra Virya. Now comes a very important and dramatic episode. When Vichitravirya came of age, the king of Kasi organized a grand Swayamvara for his three daughters, Amba, Ambika, and Ambalika. Many kings were invited, but Hastinapur was insultingly left out. When Bhishma heard of this, he saw it as an insult to Hastinapur. He went to Kasi, challenged all the assembled kings, and declared that he was taking the princesses of Vichitravirya. None dared to oppose him, and he carried them away. However, upon reaching Hastinapur, Amba revealed that she loved King Salva. Bhishma, respecting her wish, sent her to Salva, but Salva refused to accept her, considering it an insult. Humiliated and rejected, Amba returned and asked Bhishma to marry her, but he refused due to his vow. Filled with rage, she sought justice from Parsurama, Bhishma's own guru. A terrible battle took place between guru and disciple, lasting many days, but neither could defeat the other. In the end, consumed by anger, Amba took a vow before entering fire. I will be the cause of Bhishma's death. With what? With that, she immolated herself. This vow later led to Bhishma's downfall in the Great War. After Amba's tragic end, the story takes another turn. Ambika and Ambalika were married to Vichitravirya, but he died at a young age without leaving an heir. A serious crisis arose in Hastinapur. there was no successor to the throne. Satyavati turned to Bhishma and urged him to break his vow for the sake of the dynasty. But Bhishma remained firm. With no other option, Satyavati revealed a hidden truth. In her youth, she had met sage Parasara and had a son through him, Krishna Dvapayana, known as Vyasa. Bhishma then suggested calling Vyasa to continue the lineage through the practice of Niyoga. Satyavati agreed. When Vyasa arrived, he warned that the nature of the child would depend on the woman's state of mind. First, Ambika went to him, but frightened by his appearance, she closed her eyes. Thus was born Dhritarashtra, who was blind. Next, Ambalika went. Though she did not close her eyes, she was pale with fear. Thus was born Pandu, who was weak and pale. Still unsatisfied, Satyavati sent a maid. Calm and fearless, she behaved respectfully. From her was born Vidura, who grew into a wise and righteous man. Thus, the lineage of Hastinapur continued through Dhritarashtra, Pandu, and Vidura, setting, setting the stage for the great Mahabharat war.